Are you confused because I don't have cloudy eyes? I don't have closed eyes? I don't wear sunglasses all the time? Well, this is why I don't look blind. I first went blind 12 years ago, so I was 17 years old. There has been so many instances where I've been out and about, not wanting to necessarily hold my cane because I'm being sighted guided by my lovely friends and family, and people have accused me of faking my blindness. I find it really interesting that in a club, I'm wearing high heels, I don't have my cane, I'm holding on to my best friend's arm, and I've got a drink in my hand. You know, they are quite calmly just guiding me up steps, but we're possibly taking a little bit longer than the average because I'm wearing heels, and they're probably having to speak a little bit louder because there's tunes going on in the club. But then a bouncer will come over to us and say, your friend's really drunk. And then, you know, I have to advocate for myself, and my friend's having to advocate for me, saying to the bouncer, no, she's not drunk, she's just blind. At that moment, it feels really overwhelming because I was actually nearly chucked out of a club because of this, and we really had to argue quite heavily that I wasn't drunk. Other instances are when I'm out and about with my husband and he's holding my hand, I don't have my cane, and passers-by wonder why I'm playing a really big game of chicken with them, that then they shoulder barge me and look at me up and down to be like, why is this woman so rude? And then I realise I probably should be holding like a cymbal cane or a cane. Is the reason why I don't look blind because you guys possibly don't know what a blind person actually looks like because we're not represented adequately in our media? Are there these really damaging stereotypes because there's no authentic representation, that we're frumpy, that our eyes have to be glazed, that we don't open our eyes, that we're daredevil? Should we not care about our hair or our makeup? I saw a comment on one of my videos the other day that people frame it like, oh, I'm really sorry to offend, or I hope this doesn't offend you, but why should you care about makeup when you can't see? And I answer all of these questions and I'm not offended by them because I put myself out there on the internet and I'm very happy to answer, but they are still stereotypes. Blind technology in the past was very clunky. We had to carry big rucksacks because we'd have thousands of pieces of paper with braille on it because it didn't fit, you know, in books the same as, I guess, Latin text does. We would have loads of CDs. We would have CD players that were huge to carry around. So it was harder in years gone by to be blind, but now my technology fits in the palm of my hand just like yours does. As disabled people, as a blind woman, I have way more access to technology than my predecessors did, and I'm so thankful every day that I'm blind in 2025. My technology fits in a really cute handbag now. Blind people are in popular culture now because of the advent of social media and Blind Talk and this YouTube channel. We are so much better represented than we once were. Would you presume that a blind person would be holding hands with their sighted husband? Or is there a really harmful stereotype that blind people only date other blind people? We need to challenge these stereotypes that have always been there. Sayings like the blind leading the blind are quite harmful. Blind people are everywhere. We can be journalists, we can be physicists, we get degrees, we live our lives just like you because of the technology that now is available to us. So now I'm going to tell you why I personally don't look blind. Blindness is a spectrum. We all look different. We all have different genetic conditions or diseases that have made us go blind in different ways. So all eyes within the blind community look different because we're all different people. For me, I had eyesight for 17 years, so I possess quite a lot of sighted mannerisms. I will look towards someone talking to me because that's what I did in my formative years as a child. I will always look when someone's talking to me. I've also had coaching as a BBC journalist to look in the right direction. Yes, I do veer a little bit in my videos and I do get comments like, "Oi love, look over here." They don't bother me because at the end of the day, I can't see where I'm looking. I've just trained myself to try and look in a certain direction, and it's okay sometimes that I don't quite look, because it's my lived experience that is just the way I film videos. As I said, I have a lot of sighted mannerisms because it is part of my story and the rich tapestry of my life that I did have vision once upon a time. So I'm not going to get rid of that part of what makes me me. I am still going to smile and look worried or frightened or any of the above emotions, but maybe if I was blind from birth, I wouldn't necessarily have any of those facial expressions. But there is research that people who are blind from birth also have facial expressions too, so we should never, ever stereotype. My eyes don't typically look blind, but that's because I lost my eyesight through retinal detachment. The retina is the back of our eye, and for me, that is where all of my sight loss has culminated. My retina detached. So you won't see any visible sign of my eyes being quote unquote different. What does that even mean anyway? It's like when I go, oh, I am normal. It's like, what is normal? Yeah, what are all these stereotypes? It's so hard to articulate. So that's why I don't look blind, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm doing long form videos every single Sunday and I can't wait to see you next week.